The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Lawrence to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Let's go. 11, add it.
4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14. At the 47.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey. Think right. Red.
Here's Lawrence. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That is intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Lawrence. It's caught at the 1. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Pass complete to Taylor. And down he'll go at the 25.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Watson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Hey, Lion.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Watson to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Jacksonville, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for